This is the third attempt. Don't really know where to go with this, but time is running. It has always been the number one pressure that pushes me to the limit. Getting things done, not my kind of thing, I guess. But here we are. Time. A very recurrent theme of life. Either we value it too much or we aren't aware of it enough. Last year my uncle died. He passed away watching TV. He was stiff, frozen in a seated TV watching pose. It looked like time stopped while he was watching TV, but it didn't stop. At least not for all of us, just for him. I can't imagine a more ordinary situation to be time frozen into death. I assume a lot of people die facing a TV, doing nothing but stare in a box of a far distanced reality until they shift away into nothingness. That's at least my imagination of death. Nothingness. What else to come? And I truly believe that's what's going on Earth. But people just don't want to see it, so they wait for a better future. Sometimes you want something done so bad that you press so hard until your head is all red. But actually you know there's nothing coming anymore. It's stuck. Who doesn't hate blockades? They come from wanting too much. But when I realize that, I say, fuck it, I don't want it, to trick myself. But then again, I find myself tricked in doing nothing. I probably wait for something never coming, wait for a better future. Jenny Holzer once texted, save me from what I want. But I think it should say, save me from wanting. Recently, a kid cycled past me, pointing to his wrist indicating a non-existent watch and shouts, your time is over. What was that? A threat? Was it an oracle predicting my future? Was it reading my mind, contemplating that I'll turn 30 in 3 months and 3 days? Time is running. This actually happened to me, no joke. At least it's something. Not like the day when I watched Fellini's 8.5 on ketamine. 6 hours, repeatedly, hypnotized in the ultimate dream of becoming one's movie, structured and rolling from A to B. That was yesterday. Didn't felt like 6 hours though, felt more like lived a full movie triple in vivid black and white. And when you wake up, you think, why can't my life be more like in the movies? It would be damn short, but pretty perfect, right? I remember an episode of Tatort in which Detective Borowski bought a chicken at a farm that a witness just beheaded. At home, he prepared that chicken thoroughly, and then he dined alone in front of a TV. Here we are again, in front of a TV. This needs to go on. Time is running, they say, and it's not exactly that little needle in your brain which makes everything so painful. Time is the one thing that turns joyful tasks into jobs that need to be done. There's actually no difference in the final execution, but the interfering dimension of time. Perhaps that's why it's called deadline, because if you ever got one and you cross that line, everything is dead, dry and dumb. I think Detective Borowski got that right. Just do your fucking chicken as good as you can, but without any stupid purpose. For no one, only for the fact you can do it. And then you eat it in front of a TV, no matter what, and there's no one waiting, no one expecting anything, and the actual pleasure lies in the void of time. Maybe you have already lived the happiest moment of your life. A depressing idea from the very depressing movie Naked. Luckily, life is not about happiness. It's about becoming immortal and then die, and hopefully going back to page 1 and doing it all over again. Is that denial? Everyone is so efficient out there. Maybe a reason for me at least to be lazy, to celebrate boredom. When I got a Persian rug for my father recently, I tried to relive the feeling as a kid. Laying on the ground and do nothing. One afternoon on it, I cleaned an old typewriter I bought on eBay years ago. And for the first page, I decided to type a guide for the perfect breakfast routine. It was a huge list of things to drink, prepare and eat. Orange juice and pancakes, smoked salmon, fruits like banana, pineapple or kiwi, Nutella of course. You could barely eat all of it for sure. Afterwards I thought it's a great start for an art piece, to do something with it. A poster for example. But let's say you better do your morning coffee hot enough. And then you wake up one morning, afraid that you're going to live. The fear of using opportunities, the shame of missed opportunities, and the guilt for avoided opportunities is sneaking up in your vessels. Don't waste your life. It's funny when you turn 30, you have lived long enough to ask yourself, what are we going to do with all this future? And this kid was right. Time is over. Happy birthday to me.